A smile of sanity struck on the corner of my lips again when I was working with my new Facebook page, which I have created for social entrepreneurship. Let me share this with you. I'm pretty sure if you stay on with me for the next few minutes, this could be very interesting, inspirational, as well as transforming. I had a very active Facebook community participation over a very long time. But very recently, I came across with a training course and a gentleman who trained me how to use Facebook ethically and profitably for my NGO promotions. And I became interested. I followed his footsteps and started absolutely a brand new profile. And while I was filling up the profile, there was a place where they asked me to write my most favorite quotation. And let me tell you, I'm very fond of quotations. I write quotations myself, and I read quotations a lot. These days, with the paucity of time, I feel every quotation is one book. So I was a bit overwhelmed because a lot of beautiful quotations, which are just on the tips of my tongue, they came in my mind. And I wondered what to write. And suddenly I remembered a very favorite quotation written by a very favorite philosopher of the last century. His name is David Thoreau. He was a disciple of my most favorite English essay writer, Ralph Waldo Emerson. I'm fond of these two gentlemen quite a lot. And I was very fond of reading David Thoreau's quotation, and one small, tiny quotation. Just 4 words. I have been speaking about it in various fora in course of many of my seminars and webinars and training workshops, and some of you must have heard it from me also. And I've chosen this to be my ultimate quotation for promoting, and I would like to talk on that. This 4-word quotation by David Thoreau is, give me all your attention. We only see 10% of people. Over. I repeat once again, we only see 10% of people. You will say, my God, what's so great in this quotation? The whole world is hidden in this quotation, my dear friends. Give me your attention. This is a spiritual quotation. This is a philosophical quotation. This is a practical quotation. This is a management quotation. This is a quotation for social entrepreneurship, every walk of your life. As I told you, there is a small I and there is a capital I. And I told about the partnership also in some of the last communications, and I would relate this, my present quotation, with those little inputs. We see 10% of people means through our naked eye, whatever I see of you and whatever you see of me is just 10% of our total reality. This means to say that there is another 90% which is invisible. But because it is invisible, you cannot say it's not there. Rather, that's the reality. That's the big I. So connect it with my earlier statement. The small I is the 10%, and the big I is the 90%. Now, there is a riddle here. There is a wonderful paradox here. This is the view of the philosopher. This is the reality. This is a spiritual view about life. But mundane people in the world, 99% of them, it's a different thing. This 10%, we only see 10% of people. In their case, they see this 10% to be 90%. And sometimes they wonder, that's all about me. Look at me, what I see of the mirror is me. They say that I must be having some energy is attached to me, but I don't see it. Seeing is believing, so I don't believe in it. Now, belief is another paradox. Whenever you talk about a belief, You cannot ascertain this to be a fact. Every belief is an opinion. So 99% people of this world are opinionated, and it is their opinion. The reality about the 10% that they see, they take it as the 90%, and the 90% that they don't see, they keep it aside by giving 10% attention to that. And their life hover around this small I of 90%. There is another great quotation which comes immediately with this. We see 10% of people is, we are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Now place these two things, human experience, spiritual experience. Which one is 10%? Human experience. We see ourselves as human beings. We see the 10%. We don't see ourselves as spiritual being. Very few handful of enlightened people, awakened people, are able to see that 90% reality, the spiritual being. So you can change that quotation. From the viewpoint of my quotation, we see only 10% people. We are not 10% having a 90%. We are 90% having a 10%. We are not human beings, 10%, having a spiritual experience, 90%. We are spiritual beings, 90%, having a human being, 10%. This is the cause of my smile of sanity today. We only see 10% of people. I'll conclude today by giving you a small advice. I practice it myself, and I don't teach anything these days which I don't practice. So you can trust me. Every walk that you do, like I'm giving a speech, I feel that I'm attached to that 90%. I see another 90% big me talking through my tongue, not the 10% body talking. My body, mind, intellect, spirit, all put together, the total 100% talking. When I eat, I do that. When I sleep, I do that. When I work, I do that. Every walk of your life, young students, I tell them, sit in the examination and feel that you are sitting with that 90% plus and see how your message flows. Practice this every time. Whenever you have time, just close your eyes, connect yourself, and feel that you are 100%, 10% body, 90% spirit. Have a great day.